Jamie Collins and Danny Amendola should be back out there today and practicing. Crosby, Dahl, and Galladay will still not practice. And then, I think you saw yesterday that Matthew ended up being limited. So, we'll continue through the week. We'll continue to see what he ends up doing today. Be able to give you a better update later. Questions? Dave?
Hey, Darrell, with Matthew, was that just a case like the other week where he just sort of willed himself out there when, it came to time to be out there?
Yeah, I think you heard that I told you guys he wasn't practicing, and then so we ended up putting him limited. But yeah, I think he just really wanted to do a little bit and just test it out, see where it's at, and then be able to see how it would feel today. So we'll continue to do that through the week here and see how it goes today.
And how does it feel today from what you've talked to him so far?
Well, there was no setback, so he's still improving. He's sore. He's got some issues going on, but he was out there. He didn't do a ton, but he was limited in practice. So see how he goes today, and then what it feels like tomorrow.
Mike, the other thing I wanted to ask you about was DeAndre Swift, and just in your past, where do running backs take the biggest leap from year one to year two, and do you think DeAndre has that leap in him?
Yeah, for sure. He missed a few games this year. But we love what DeAndre has done up to this point. Want to continue to get him more involved. Obviously, he'll continue to grow within the offense. Continue to find a role, the different roles for him. I think one of the biggest, obviously, the improvements that we'd like to see him make is really with a lot of young running backs that come into the league is pass protection, pickups, IDs, those kind of things, and that sometimes just takes time.
Mike.
Hey, Darrell. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thanks. Did you do anything good last night?
I went to sleep. Yeah, right before the ball dropped. It doesn't take me long to go to sleep, so I was out.
I want to ask you about receivers more in general in some ways. In the past years, we've seen running backs kind of their draft value kind of be lessened because there are a lot of them. You can find them in a bunch of different places. With the way college offenses are going, is it possible receivers eventually get to that point too where maybe there isn't that first round value as much, or the pay them second, third contract value as much?
Well, I think, probably one thing I can answer better is obviously the way that the college game has gone. It seems like there is a longer list of those guys, where in the past there's, 1 to 5, guys that like just the marquee guys. It seems like, there's better skill and there's more skill, and you're getting to see it on obviously a wider range of all these college offenses. So it might just be a deeper pool. I don't know what that's saying about, the value of them, but I know that you can still get really good receivers later in the draft.
And I'm just curious for you, this is at least your last, regular day press conference with us. What have you learned the most about yourself in the last 5 weeks, beyond the fact that we are going to continually have questions for you?
Yeah. I really have learned a lot. And one, I think I've learned that I can take on a lot and I can manage a lot. These 5 weeks, as you guys know, has been crazy. And, probably just like I said, a little bit of a baptism by fire in a short period of time with the things that I've had to, I would say been able to deal with, so that I have some experience in that. But there's so many things, Michael, even with the responsibilities with the media, being up every single day, how many times we get to do this. But there's just a wide range. We probably could, spend a little bit of time talking about those things. But I appreciate the opportunities they've had to learn each and every one of these experiences. It's been a whirlwind of 5 weeks.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Darrell.
One more, Justin. Hey, Darrell, I wanted to.
Here we go.
I just wanted to build off that a little bit. You've talked about how special this opportunity was. And we talked to guys like Marvin Jones and Jared Davis this week, guys in the last game of their current contracts. You also kind of have an uncertain future going into this one. So as you go into this game, how are you going to balance, I guess, staying in the moment, trying to win, coaching down to down versus maybe just appreciating the bigger picture of what this opportunity has been? And, maybe this is your last game here as well.
Yeah, I think you just said it, Justin. I think that's exactly what I've been doing. I've been pouring everything into this week. Obviously, I wasn't even in the building last week, so it gives you that moment to kind of step back where you know how special these moments are. So I want to be in it, and I'm living this moment day to day. I'm talking to the players day to day. I'm loving every minute of this opportunity. And then, the future happens in the future. If we worry about that, we can lose track. So I'm just excited about this day. I'm worried about this practice that we're getting ready to go throw. I want to make sure that, it's the best one that we've had of the year, the best Friday that we had of the year. And then, worry about tomorrow. And we'll come in and, we'll knock that day out. And then it'll be Sunday and we'll get an opportunity to play. And then we'll worry about the rest of it later.
Thank you, Drew.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bev. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Happy New Year.
Thank you.